Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing another hot tent episode and it's car camping once again. But there's no snow, just like last time, so I decided to take my car out, got some bigger gear. I got the new Pomoly Circle 6 tent with me today. I've also got a new Pomoly Baker stove. So some more bigger items that I wanted to show you guys. It's not too cold, it's down in the mid 30s right now. It's not supposed to get much colder than that. It's been foggy and drizzling rain all morning. It's supposed to keep doing that throughout the evening. I just about got the tent set up and I'll get the stove set up afterwards and give you guys a little tour around. Okay, so I'm in the Pomoly Circle 6 tent, like I said. This is a new tent. I've never used it before. It's a pretty big tent. It's actually supposed to be a 6-person tent without a wood stove and without the inner tent, hence the name Circle 6. But with a wood stove, you can fit up to 4 people in here without the inner tent. I brought the inner tent and the floor with me today just because I wanted to try them out. I don't necessarily need them. There's no bugs out here, but I just like to set the whole thing up and see what it looks like, kind of get the feel of it. And this is the new Pomoly Baker stove. It's a stainless steel stove. It weighs about 31 pounds without the chimneys, but the cool thing about this is it has a built-in oven at the bottom. So you've got an oven down here with a thermometer. You've got a removable tray. So that's really cool. And then up above you've got the actual stove where you put the wood. It's got some similar features to the Pomoly Dweller Max series. The Dweller Max has this little tool right here. The Baker has a similar tool, it's just shaped different, but you can extend it like this. The same concept, but you can use it to remove this lid here. So you can stoke the fire from the top, barbecue over it, just like the Dweller Max series. It's also useful for opening these handles. It's got a little slot that this fits in, so you can open and close those. Also, on the side of the stove, you'll notice there's this little box here. And this, again, you can use to open the hatch. You can use this to pull out the ashtray. It catches the ashes from the top of the stove. The Dweller Max series has a pull-out tray on the bottom that catches ash. This has just a little box in the back. You can take that in and out with this tool. Got a nice handle on top. It's got a vent down here on the bottom, one on the top, another one on the bottom. It's got one on the other side, and it's also got one in the back. So it has a lot of vents so you can control the temperature of the oven and also the temperature of the stove. Try to get your baking temperature just right. So I'm going to give this a shot today. I'm going to make some pizzas. I'm curious to see how this thing works. I'm going to get the chimney sections all put together. I brought my Pomoly water heater tank again. It goes on as a chimney section and it'll heat your water for you. It's got a nice spigot here to pour water out with. Anyways, I'm going to get to it and then I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's done. Well, I've got my sleep system all set up now. I'm using my Alps Mountaineering Ready Light cot today. I've used this a few times before. I really like this thing. It's fairly lightweight. You could backpack with it. I think it's around 4 or 5 pounds. It is a little on the heavier side, but for car camping or pulling a sled, it's perfect. I'm also using my Exped Dura R8 sleeping pad and my Exped Mega Pillow, and also my ZenBivy 10-degree light bed setup. This is kind of my go-to setup right now for sleeping bag. I really like this quilt a lot. I like that it actually straps around the sleeping pad So it's got this fitted sheet, and then the quilt attaches to the fitted sheet. One thing I don't like about sleeping bags is they tend to slide around on the sleeping pad. With this, you're stuck to the sleeping pad, so you're not going to slide off. You've got more space. It's not a constrictive little sleeping bag. You've got the whole width of your sleeping pad to move around, and for me it's a lot more comfortable. I don't know if you noticed, but there's some white strips on top of this cot. Those didn't come with it. Those are actually rug tape strips for securing rugs in your house. I put them on there because, just like with sleeping bags sliding off the top of a sleeping pad, I also don't like it when the sleeping pad slides off of or all around on the cot. So I put that grip tape on the cot, and it keeps the sleeping pad in place. So I don't move. I can toss and turn, and this thing doesn't go anywhere. That's something that I really focus on when I'm camping, is my sleep, because I'm getting older. I'm 40. I don't sleep as well as I used to outdoors. So the more comfort, the better. I'm always willing to carry a little bit extra weight to be more comfortable when I'm sleeping. Even without the cot, this is a good setup, just the sleeping pad and the ZenBivy. But anyways, I got my stove set up, sleep system set up, tents all set up. All that's left to do now is set up my game cam, my trail cam. I finally bought a trail cam. I've been wanting to do it for years, and I just never have. I finally got one, so I'm going to set that up tonight out that direction in a little bit here. I want to aim it towards the tent and see if I can catch any wildlife tonight. On the drive up here, I saw 3 deer on the side of the road, so I know they're out here. We've also got bears, cougars, wolves, coyotes, all sorts of wildlife. So if I could catch any of that on camera, that would be pretty awesome. I brought wood from the store again with me. I'm in the same forest as last time, just a different location, but I can't chop any wood down inside this forest, so I had to bring my own wood. So I'll get that sawed, split, ready to go here, and then it should be about dark by the time I'm done with that. That gives me enough time to split the wood and get this all ready, hang up some lights in here, and then I'll get dinner started. Like I said, I'm baking pizza in this oven down here tonight, so I'm really excited to see how that turns out. Okay, so this is my new trail cam. This is a Browning Spec Ops Elite HP5, and this is a, I believe, 4K trail cam. It's at least HD. I'm not sponsored. I bought this myself. I mainly got this for night vision. I really just want to record video at night and see if I can capture any animals walking around camp, but this thing is really good for that. I've actually got it programmed right now to only take video, and only take video at night between 4 p.m. and 8 a.m. in the morning. So I've got it aimed at my tent and my car, just the whole general camp. This thing has a 100-foot range, and it's supposed to have a really good night vision camera on it. I don't know if you can see it, but I can see the camera and the tent and everything right there on the screen. But yeah, excited to see how that thing works, and hopefully tonight can pick up some animals walking through camp. We'll see. If you watched the last video, you'll notice today I'm using my Agawa Boreal saw again instead of the Silky. This is the same exact wood that I used on my last trip. At least it's the same company, same type of wood, same store I bought it from. And it's really interesting using my Agawa again after using the Silky Big Boy on my last trip. I like the Silky Big Boy, it's very sharp. But I feel like this Agawa saw is cutting the same speed. It's really sharp, but I feel like I'm not getting tired as fast as I was with the Silky. Basically, yeah, I can saw through the same exact wood at about the same speed, but only my arm doesn't tire out as fast. So I think there is something to the grip between the two saws, because the Silky, you're holding it like this, handle goes this way. Boreal, it's this way, and just that motion, it feels more ergonomic and like you get more power with it. You can pull and push easier as opposed to holding it like this and trying to, you know, I don't know. Maybe I'm just not experienced enough with the Silky yet. Someone in the comments did mention with the Silky you're supposed to use both hands when sawing with it, and I can see how that would be a little bit easier, but there's no way to do that when you're cutting wood like this. I can't use both hands with a Silky or even with the Agawa because the wood will just move everywhere. Now if you're cutting down a tree, you can do that, but that's something I haven't had a chance to test out yet. But thank you for whoever left that comment. I do appreciate the advice. I'll try to use that when I find a real tree to cut down. But yeah, just a apples to apples comparison between this and the Silky using the same exact wood. I slightly prefer the Agawa, and I think it's just because of the hand grip on it. The way your arm is positioned like this feels a lot more natural and more ergonomic, more powerful than holding a saw like this. That's what I've got from it so far. I just thought I'd let you guys know. I'm still going to use the Silky. I actually have another video coming up in a couple weeks where I'm planning on using that one on hopefully some oak and cedar, so a little bit harder wood. We'll see how it works on that. I'll just keep using them and letting you guys know what I think as I go. So anyways, I'm going to finish up this wood and get splitting. Today I'm also using one of my older axes. This is the Wuchs Forte hybrid axe. I bought this last winter and I really like this axe. It works really good. It's a good weight, it's a good length, it's really sharp, and it works good. Have a surprise for you guys coming up really soon. I've got a special trip planned and I'm actually going next week to film it. It is out of state. It's still in the US, but it's somewhere I've never filmed a video before and I'm really excited. So I shipped a bunch of my gear to this location, including my Agawa ADK26 axe, the one with the handle that comes off and reattaches. So I shipped that out along with the Silky Big Boy 2000, bunch of other gear. So that's why I brought this axe with me today. Stay tuned for that. It's going to be really cool. It's something super unique. I'm really excited about it. But in the meantime, we get to go down memory lane and relive the Wuchs Forte axe. See how sharp that is. I just barely tapped it. Anyways, I'm going to get chopping. This stove is burning really hot. It's just cooking. Still waiting for the oven to heat up. It's just barely starting to move up of over 100 degrees. I think I had the vents open on it, so I closed them. I think that'll help hold the heat in. Right now it is about 36 degrees outside, and it says it's 42 inside, but it's dropping on the outside and it'll start warming up on the inside. Still have the front door open, so I mean, I'm not cold yet and it's still light outside. I've got lights on, but still figured I'd enjoy the daylight while it's still out there. It is 4:25, so it is going to be dark here pretty soon. I'm gonna start cooking pizza once this oven heats up enough. I brought some little pizza crust and ingredients to top them off with. Should be fun. See how long it takes to cook something in this. I don't know how I'm going to take it out. Probably just with my fingers. I didn't bring any kind of baking sheets or anything to put it on, but it should be fine. There's actually a removable tray in there. I bet you I could take it out with this handle. I could probably reach in and lift it up with these hooks on the side. I bet you they designed it that way. I'll have to try it out. It's not supposed to get very cold tonight. Well, it said a low of 39, but it's already below that. It's 36, so we'll see. It could drop below freezing. All right, we're up at about 150 degrees. It's rising. Normally cook pizzas at 400 in the oven. I think it's supposed to be able to get to 400. I don't really have it stoked that much right now, so I'm sure I can get it a lot hotter than it is. I'll just have to stoke it up and see what happens. Well, the first pizza is done. Got a pepperoni and olive, and it turned out pretty good. The crust isn't crispy on the bottom, but it is a little crunchy on the top. The cheese was starting to burn a little on top, so I pulled it out, but it probably could have cooked longer at a lower temperature, maybe. Kind of hard to control that temperature inside, but it's staying steady at about 325 right now. It was about 400 when I cooked this one. Either way, it's still good. Can't complain about fresh baked pizza on a camping trip. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's raining now. Not too hard, but it's raining. It's been doing that for about 10 minutes. It's around 7:30 right now. Once I got inside, I took a short little nap and then started dinner, but it's only 33 degrees outside, so it's not terribly cold. It's staying about 59 degrees at the bottom of the tent. It's pretty warm for this size of a tent, and it's actually keeping this tent a comfortable temperature. I haven't really fully stoked it yet. I haven't felt the need to. I might throw one of those compressed logs in after this pizza's done. I have a Hawaiian pizza in there right now, pineapple and Canadian bacon. See how y'all feel about that in the comments. Is pineapple supposed to be on pizza? What do you think? You like it? You hate it? What are your thoughts? Let me know down below. I know that's a controversial one. Obviously, I like pineapple on pizza. I like Hawaiian. I think it's delicious. I've always liked it. I know some people don't. That's okay. But curious to know what you all think about that. So let me know. I'm digging the rain. I hope it does this all night. It'd be really peaceful to listen to. All right, on to the second pizza, a Hawaiian, and this one turned out a little bit better than the first one. I let it cook longer at a lower temperature, just around 300 instead of 400. It still turned dark on the top. It got a little burnt in some spots, but it's a little bit crispier on the bottom and on the edges. I think this one's a lot better success than the first one. The first one was still good, but this is tasty. It's still really hot. That's why I'm eating it like this. The last one I just folded up and ate like a taco. That worked, except for all the cheese was melted and everything just kind of gooped down to the bottom. So I'm trying to eat this one a little flatter than last time so it all stays together. I like this oven better than the old Pamali oven that you put together and set on top of the stove. Those still work good, but this is nice having the oven built into the stove. You could broil a steak, you could cook potatoes, make French fries, whatever. So it's really handy. I like it. The Pamali Baker oven, hot stove, the Baker wood stove, hot tent wood stove. Anyways, you get the gist. It bakes things. I'm ready for bed, guys. Got the fire roaring over there. You can see it's going pretty good. I'm tired. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I did take a nap earlier, but it was just a short one. I'm ready for bed though. It's still early. I think it's only about 9 o'clock. That's a good time for me to go to bed. I can get up early in the morning and get a fire started and get breakfast going and then get out of here. I'm just gonna relax by the fire here until I fall asleep. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. I am up and cooking breakfast, and today's menu is apple cinnamon pancakes and some scrambled eggs. I already made one pancake, and it was okay, but not my greatest work. I tried to flip it by doing that classic pan flip thing, and it ended up landing all over my lap, so I got a bunch of pancake batter all over lap. I mean, okay, it landed half in the pan. The other half landed on my lap. So the problem is I made it too big. I couldn't flip it with my spatula, so this one's a little smaller. It's all the batter I have left. It'll still taste okay. I brought some syrup. When these are done, I'll start eating on these and then start cooking my eggs. I've got water heating up right now for coffee. I brought my AeroPress coffee press and some ground up coffee this time. So I'm gonna press some coffee through that. And then I'm gonna start packing up and get out of here. It never got below 32 degrees last night. It didn't snow, but it did sprinkle off and on throughout the night. I went and checked my trail cam this morning and there was nothing on it. The only thing it caught was me getting back in the tent after I went and set it last night. So that's all right. Next time. And I figured out why my fan has been so loud the last few times I've used it. Last night before I went to bed, I set the fan up here and I started smelling this burnt plastic smell. So immediately I took it off and there was this little round dot of melted boiling plastic on top of the stove and I didn't know where it came from. So this morning I start looking at the fan. I found a little screw on the ground and realized that the fan motor, where it's attached to the actual heat sink assembly, a screw had come out and there was a plastic washer behind it that had fallen out. So that plastic washer melted. I didn't know the screws were all loose, so I tightened the screws and no more noise. It works just how it used to when I first bought it. It's time to flip this pancake. Much better. That's what was making that fan so noisy. I thought I was gonna have to buy a new one and all it needed was the screws tightened and it works fine. Anyways, this is gonna be done in just a second. I'm gonna get the syrup out, eat these pancakes while they're hot, and then get some eggs cooking. The pancakes turned out really good. I chopped up some really tiny pieces of apple and then coated them in cinnamon before I left on the trip. And I mixed that in with the pancake batter. And of course I put butter and syrup on these. It really shines through all that cinnamon and apple. I've never made pancakes with cinnamon and apple before. I've done blueberry pancakes, chocolate chip pancakes. Originally, I actually planned to make blueberry pancakes, but they didn't have any blueberries at the store. They were all out, so I just improvised and went with cinnamon apple. It was a good choice. Got my scrambled eggs all done here. Just basic scrambled eggs, salt, pepper. They're good. Very tasty. Something about eating food outdoors, it always tastes good. Once I'm done eating, I'll press my coffee and I'll go out by the stream and just enjoy the scenery while I drink it. Just kind of take it easy this morning, you know, enjoy everything. There's no need to rush. There's no need to get everything done at the same time. Like I said, I'm not in a hurry. I'm just enjoying being out here and being in nature. It's just relaxing. everything's all packed up. I'm ready to take off. I'm gonna go through camp one more time and make sure I've got everything, make sure it's clean, better than I left it, and then I'm out of here. But I want to thank you guys for joining me on today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again next time.